In the ancient mountains of Tibet, a secret teaching was hidden for centuries. The Bardo Thodol, known as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Bardo, meaning the between, the luminous gap between death and rebirth. This book is considered a guide for liberation, through simply hearing the truth in those fleeting moments. Death is not the end, it is a luminous interval, a bardo, an in-between. Here, the mind wanders free, untethered from flesh, facing the raw projections of its own nature. There are three great bardos after death: the Chikhai, the moment when the clear light dawns; the Chönyid, where reality itself is experienced in visions of peace and wrath; the Sidpa, the path toward becoming, toward rebirth. The outer elements dissolve one by one. Earth sinks into water. Water evaporates into fire. Fire fades into wind. Wind dissolves into space. And then, silence. The body lies empty, yet awareness remains, clear, vivid, unbound. The primary clear light dawns. It's pure, boundless light. The brightest, most familiar light you've ever known. This light is you, your real essence with nothing else attached. No shape, no color, only endless, radiant clarity. Look at it. Really look. If you recognize this light as your own mind, as who you truly are, then in that exact moment you melt into it. You are free, completely and forever free. You rest in your deepest nature, the Dharmakaya, the body of ultimate truth, beyond birth and death. But most people turn away, blinded by old habits, dragged back by endless patterns from their past karma. The mind freaks out, grabs hold of anything familiar, anything solid. And so the primary light fades, and a second light appears, still bright, still pure, but softer, like a distant echo of the first one. If you recognize even this second light, freedom is still possible. If not, the journey goes on. Now, the Chönyid Bardo begins. This is the Bardo of Dharmata, the stage where you begin to experience reality itself. After death, your consciousness is no longer trapped inside a body. It becomes incredibly clear, powerful, and wide awake. In this state, your own mind starts projecting its deepest, hidden, enlightened qualities outward as vivid visions, radiant lights, and majestic beings. These are not external gods or deities from another world. They are you. They are the 5 fundamental wisdoms that have always lived inside your mind, now finally showing themselves in their purest form. The ancient teachings describe this unfolding over 7 days. Not literal 24-hour days, but natural phases like waves rising one after another, giving your mind time to recognize what is happening. The first 7 days are the peaceful deities. For the first 7 days, peaceful deities appear, radiant, gentle expressions of the 5 wisdoms hidden inside you. On the first day, Vairochana appears, a vast, brilliant white light, all-embracing, surrounded by a mandala of shimmering rainbow radiance. This is mirror-like wisdom, part of you that sees everything exactly as it is, without distortion or judgment. On the second day, Amitabha emerges, a warm, deep red light born from a blooming lotus. This is discriminating wisdom, the part of you that clearly sees differences and yet is filled with infinite compassion. Third day brings Ratnasambhava, golden yellow radiance, steady and generous. The earth itself trembles gently with boundless giving and perfect equanimity. Fourth day, Amoghasiddhi, vibrant emerald green light, fearless accomplishment. Wings of wind unfold around him, carrying action without hesitation or doubt. Fifth day, Akshobhya, deep, immovable blue light, unshakable strength. The Vajra he holds cuts through every illusion like lightning through darkness. Then, on days 6 and 7, their 5 consorts appear, the wisdom Dakinis, serene, graceful, powerfully inviting feminine energies. Each one is a living gateway, drawing you deeper into enlightenment with beauty and grace. If at any moment during these 7 days you recognize these visions as projections of your own mind, you become completely liberated right there. You are free forever. But if fear rises, if old habits pull you back, if you turn away from the light, the peaceful visions begin to fade. The light dims, and the journey moves into its next, far more intense phase. In that next phase, the same 5 wisdoms will appear again, but now as wrathful deities, fierce, fiery, terrifying forms. They come to shake you awake, screaming, "Look, this is still you." If you recognize them too, freedom is still possible. If not, the cycle continues. Now terror dawns. The gentle light disappears. The same 5 wisdoms return, but now in their raw, furious form. This is not punishment. It's your own mind roaring, "You ignored me when I was soft, now face me." Yamantaka erupts first. Buffalo head roaring smoke, skulls clanging on his belt. Flames devour the horizon. Hayagriva charges next. Horse-necked rage, blood-red fury. He rips illusions to shreds. Padma Haruka follows, drinking blood from skulls. Lotus wrath that burns every lie. The 8 Garis dance wildly, skin peeled away, bones exposed. Tridents stab the void. They laugh and scream in ecstasy. The Lord of Death appears, weighing your life on his dark scale. But even he is just your mind wearing a mask. Thunder explodes, swords clash, eyes blaze like molten fire. The entire cosmos cracks under their rage. Yet, even in this nightmare, there is still a door. These horrifying shapes are not demons. They are your own buried poisons, your suppressed rage, your deepest fears. They are still your wisdom, now screaming, unfiltered, refusing to be ignored. If you can stand in their fire, if you can look them in the eyes and say, "This is me too," they melt into light. You are free, even now, even here. But if you flinch, if you run, if you refuse to see, the wheel keeps turning. Birth, suffering, death again. This is your mind's final desperate scream. Wake up before it's too late. If you have missed liberation twice, both in the clear light and during the peaceful and wrathful visions, then the Sidpa Bardo begins. This is the final stage, the Bardo of becoming, the last chance before you are pulled into a new rebirth. Your luminous body of light slowly fades away. A subtle dream body appears, weightless, glowing, able to pass through mountains and walls. Visions of the 6 realms flash before you like vivid, intense dreams. Gods lost in endless pleasure. Demigods trapped in constant war and jealousy. Humans struggling with desire and suffering. Animals living in ignorance and fear. Hungry ghosts tormented by insatiable craving. Hell beings suffering in unbearable agony. Then the karmic winds begin to howl. Powerful, invisible forces pull you toward one of these 6 realms, toward a new womb and a new life. You see a couple making love, the passionate embrace of father and mother. If your karma is more masculine in nature, you feel a strong magnetic attraction to the mother. If your karma is more feminine, you feel drawn to the father. Suddenly, intense jealousy surges through you. You don't want to be left outside. You want to possess that union. You want to become part of it, to be born again. Driven by that craving and jealousy, you rush toward them. Doors slam shut behind you. Rebirth has begun. Yet, even in this final moment, pause. Take a breath. Remember, everything you see is an illusion. All of it arises from your own mind. If you can recognize this truth even now, you can still break free. You don't have to enter the wheel of birth and death again. But if you cannot, the cycle continues. You will be born once more, carrying your karma into another life filled with both joy and suffering. O nobly born one, the bardos are not places, they are states of mind. Every vision, peaceful or terrifying, is a projection of your own consciousness. Recognize them as such, and you are free. Liberation means this: you no longer need to return to birth and death. You dissolve into your true nature, pure awareness, boundless, without form or suffering. You rest as the Dharmakaya, the ultimate truth itself. This teaching is not only for the moment of death. It is for you right now while you are still alive. How do you prepare? How do you become ready for true freedom? Meditate on impermanence. Every day, remember, everything changes. Your body, your relationships, your achievements, all will pass. This gentle reminder loosens the grip of fear and attachment. Cultivate wisdom and compassion. Study your own mind. Be kind to others. Wisdom sees clearly. Compassion softens the heart. Together, they weaken the old habits that pull you back. Train your mind to recognize its own nature. Through meditation, learn to rest in the clear, empty awareness behind your thoughts. The more you practice now, the easier it becomes to recognize the clear light when it appears at death. If you do these things consistently, fear loses its power. When the clear light dawns, you will not turn away. When wrathful forms appear, you will not run. You will recognize them as your own mind, and you will be free. No more wheel, no more suffering, no more forgetting who you really are. Liberation is always possible, in this life, in the Bardo, in this very moment. Om Mani Padme Hum.